Squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, dog pounders surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, sir.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Get ready. Get ready. Joker. Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie. Red. He's not going to get me. Kill. Turn up. Yellow. Kill, turn up.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Third line. I'll go on, Eddie. Double tight.
On second down, Ayers. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Well, kind of interesting for sure. It worked out for them. They only had a yard to go. You know, when you do that fake punt, you're kind of starting back further than you need to when you only have 1 yard.
Yeah, and I guess they felt like that was a true full fake, because most of the time with a yard to go, you leave your offense on the field, you run something from your playbook. But here, they gave the full impression they were going to punt it away and picked up the 1st down. They definitely surprised us.
I was going to say surprise, surprise. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
180. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rosen. He wants it all for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 41 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Going for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 31, Rosen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. $12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Attack! All day. 15. Any day. 50's the mic. 50's the
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
31's the mic. Ricky.
Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on 2nd half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3/4 of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking tough.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They go play action. It's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, my 7.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Towards the end zone for Brown. And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to the on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 3 down. 31's the mic. Hey, yo, go gun. 31's the mic. Watch the scene 6. Watch the screen.
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
180. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Tighten up. Hey, alert. Check.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got some space here. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
50, Mike's 50. You just work.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got this.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis,